Lions TV, full time. From Deepdale, it finishes at Preston North End 1, Millwall 1. I actually predicted a 1-1 draw with Ivanovic to put us in front and then Preston to peg us back. So obviously when we went in at 1-0 at half-time, I was hoping that that didn't come true. It did, although we was trying our fucking best to lose the game. Towards the end, there's a lot I want to talk about in this, so I will do a post-match analysis tomorrow, so I won't keep this one as long tonight. One change, and that was Connolly dropping out, and he was replaced by Reece Bangura-Williams, who look, he's a great young player. We've taken him out the side for a while to give him a little bit of a break from the hype, and he was well off it, Bangura-Williams. He didn't actually look fit to me. He looked like he was well off the pace, and he actually went off again injured during the game. Preston started the stronger. Jensen produces a good save early on down to his left. And then after that, we sort of got into the game. Yes, Preston did and always will have more possession than us, but I felt going forward we looked the more likely in the first half. Good runs beyond from Kundal, good work from Aziz. One thing I can't work out, and I'll cover it more tomorrow, is why Aziz, after scoring 2 and assisting 2 in our last 3 games and being by far our best player, has been taken from the left wing role and put a right wing back. You know, we signed all these players in the transfer window. We didn't get the right back, did we, or the right wing back? And for me, you don't try and fix what's not broken. And Aziz has been on fire out in that left wing. Still thought he played very well. But there you go. It is what it is. We started to press. It's a great ball into the box. And it's a really good header from Ivanovic that comes off the top of the bar. And as I said, like, Kundal was getting beyond. Others were getting beyond. Aziz was involved. And you felt that something was building. We kept getting all the free kicks. I've done my nut about the free kicks again today, and I'll cover that more. But it finally looks like the jinx of Joe Bryan taking free kicks in and around the box is over, because he took the first one, even though Ivanovic wanted it. He then fucks off Aziz for the second one and takes it, and it's that into the wall again. And then luckily, the third one, Ivanovic says, "No, come on, mate. My turn now. Enough. Go and have a coffee or something, and I'll take this one." And it looks like we found a set piece taker, because Ivanovic scores an absolutely sensational goal. Like I always say with him, he's got moments of magic, and he scores a brilliant free kick. The goalkeeper, Freddie Woodman, doesn't move, and he puts us 1-0 up. That's half time. Now at half time, the manager's team talk, and he looked fuming straight after the break, Alex Neil, and rightly so, because your team talk at half time will be geared towards, we're 1-0 up, we're going to try and do this, do that. You know, nullify them this way, and we'll try and play in these areas. What we don't want to do, the absolute worst case scenario, is concede within first, 10, 15 minutes of the second half, and it's exactly what happened. We had an early scare straight away. Cooper gives away a silly free kick. I mean, the pitch was horrendous, but everyone's got to deal with it, including the Preston players. And then we get a lucky escape there. The free kick goes over the bar, but literally 2 minutes later, ball bounces. It's a rare mistake from Jaff. It's not a great header. He sort of jumps too early, maybe misreads it, maybe the pitch didn't help. And that seems to happen a lot in the second half. Our players giving away free kicks and not meeting headers correctly. I don't know if that's the pace of the ball coming off the turf or what, but Jaff makes a mess of the header, let's be honest. I know we love him, and it's a rare error from him. And then it takes a couple of bounces, and their striker volleys it from distance. A lot of people saying Jensen. I can understand what you're saying. You can't put it directly down to Jensen. A lot of people saying Roberts would have saved it. He may well have done, but I will go back to saying, as good as Roberts does look when he has played, he has only played 3 games. But the shot from distance is a volley that bounces right in front of Jensen. I think that's what does him. But I've got to keep him in the same bracket as I have other previous goalkeepers. I used to slate George Long all the time for diving full length and getting nowhere near the ball, even though it's not gone in the corner. And that's pretty much what has happened here. Yes, the shot may have come through bodies, but it's a long way out. Jensen may have been backtracking and trying to readjust his feet due to Tanganga's header, which could mean he was out of position anyway. And the shot beats him when it probably shouldn't. But it's a culmination of things. And in the second half, we were just shocking, in my opinion. We wasn't good in the second half. We showed a slight revival when Bangura-Williams went off injured. And I don't know what's happened here. It's very strange. It cut to the bench, and it showed Nesley being spoken to by Alex Neil, receiving instructions to go on, and him taking off his tracksuit bottoms, to get ready to come on. The camera cuts away. I'm doing the live stream, wherever. Cut back, and Coburn's come on, and not Nesley. Now, I can't understand what's happened there or why, but he hasn't come on. But when Coburn came on, what he does do, which the Serb isn't great at, is holding the ball up and winning those headers or getting the ball down on his chest. Ivanovic is different, although they're similar types of strikers, in some ways they're very different. And winning flick headers and holding the ball up isn't Ivanovic's game. Coburn's a lot more stronger in that position. He's a lot more experienced in this division at doing that. And he started holding the ball up. We started getting balls wide to Aziz. We changed formation. Again, another thing I want to cover tomorrow, because we seem to change formation 3 times in the game. which was puzzling. And then nothing really happened. They didn't have a great deal of efforts on our goal, but they just seemed the more likely, and we just seemed to gone to pieces really, and our confidence shot to bits in the second half, which happens a lot after we concede a goal. But we was hanging on at the end, in all honesty, weren't we? And a point was probably a bit of a relief there at the full-time whistle. The other thing I was going to say is some very easy fixes for things that are going wrong. Jensen hitting the ball too far every time to their goalkeeper. If I'm Alex Neil saying, mate, take a bit off your kicks. You're kicking it, hitting it. At this point, the manager don't have to get involved. Players got to use their own brain. Jensen's hitting kicks every time hitting their goalkeeper. What should I do here? Should I keep hitting the goalkeeper, or should I take 20% off it so we don't concede possession and we've got a chance of retaining the ball? Just little things like that. But then, as much as I love Alex Neil, he brings on Saville and Honeyman, and he done the same switch on Saturday at the Den. He's done it for legs. But then he's going and we're letting Honeyman take corners. Why are we letting Honeyman take corners? And why are we letting Joe Bryan take free kicks in dangerous positions? It's a very easy fix. You know, Alex Neil comes to the club. Right, boys, I'm not seeing a lot of you. First day in training. Who takes free kicks? Free hands go up. The two Georges and Joe Bryan. How many of you scored? None. How many times you kicked the ball over the bar? Savs? Well, about 8 free kicks. 2 against QPR away, actually. Right, okay. What about you, Honeyman? Oh, I just fuck it clean off into the stand every time. Right, okay. Joe, I hit the wall mostly. 80% I hit the wall. But any of you ever scored? No. Okay, well, we're going to have to do something about it. Someone else is going to have to take free kicks. And luckily now, Ivanovic finally getting the opportunity on the third one. We'll probably rectify that. But this letting Honeyman take set pieces. And the way he lines them up, he thinks he's fucking Johnny Wilkinson. Anyway, I'm getting well ahead of myself. I want to do a post-match tomorrow. So I'll look at the game in more depth. But it ends in Preston 1-1. It was exactly as I predicted. Ivanovic to put us 1-0 up and Preston to peg us back. It was a point I would have taken before the game. But at half-time, I felt, again, we still weren't at our best. We grafted to get in front and we could have gone and won the game comfortably, which we didn't. So, a little bit disappointed, but a point's a point. And in my opinion now, we need to go on and beat Derby on Saturday and give us that little boost again. Again, look, I mean, I'm being quite negative here. I don't know if I am. I'm just telling you what I've seen. But that's 8 games unbeaten now. What is that? 4 wins, 3 draws and a defeat against Plymouth. So, on form and where we are, it's not bad. But the confidence definitely doesn't seem there that it was when we was on that little run. Although we've bounced back from Plymouth, the confidence for me still isn't where it was before Plymouth. So, I'll be back tomorrow. Post-match analysis. It finishes 1-1 at Deepdale. The big Serb scores another absolute worldie. Please subscribe to Lions TV.